I'm really good. Thank you for having me here.
Yes, thank you for coming out and playing your songs on San Antonio Frequency. We are live at Fitzgerald's live music bar and video over here off McCarty in San Pedro. I wanted to ask a couple of questions, kind of do a little mini interview and then have you play your original songs. We are all about original artists here on San Antonio Frequency Podcast. And you can check us out on sanantoniofrequency.com. How long have you been playing music?
For a living or just playing music in general? Since I was 2 years old.
Really? You started playing the guitar?
I started it too.
How did that work?
My brother had a guitar and I stole it and played it until there was one string left on it.
Oh, wow. So definitely a driven guitar.
I've been playing for a living for 45 years.
Wow. Well, I have seen a lot of your songs and some of your videos and introduced myself. I know you've been playing here Tuesday nights at Fitzgerald's.
That's correct. Right here with my band, though, not just me solo.
Yeah. And what is the name of your band?
The SoulTwang Band. We do a little soul, we do a little twang.
Perfect.
And we're a band, so SoulTwang Band.
Nice South Texas flavor, huh?
That's right.
Would you consider yourself Americana, or what is your genre?
Somebody asked me that the other day, and I have no genre.
I have no genre.
I'm from Massachusetts, and I got to Texas as fast as I could.
All right. Yeah.
So,
how long have you been here?
Since 1975.
Were you in the military?
My dad was in the military and retired here. And then after college, I played guitar for the United States Air Force for 10 years.
Nice. Yes. Well, we've got ourselves a seasoned player, a seasoned artist here tonight.
Seasoned.
So.
I'm seasoned.
Yeah. What type of music you listen to? What are your, like in your car right now, do you have a specific CD?
It has evolved, and I do collect CDs from local artists, so I have a fairly large collection in my vehicle that still play, because I have a van that has a CD player, which is becoming a rare thing these days.
Yeah.
But I like CDs because it's tangible. You have it in your hand and you can put it in and play it. I'm maybe just old, but I like that.
Me too. I love that old school, listening to the CD in the car. That's where I get most of my inspiration. Just feel alive with the music. And also learn the lyrics. I make up my own lyrics, but then when you hear them in the car, it's like, oh, that's what they're saying.
Well, I've sung the wrong lyrics for years and many songs.
It's best that way, I think. You start your own little song and run with it. So what other bands have you played with?
Just recently, for the last 20 years or so, I was with a band called The Clocks, with a K, K-O-C-K-S.
Here in San Antonio?
Here in San Antonio. It's a pretty popular dance band, cover band. Before that, I was with a band called the American Peddlers for 14 years. The lead singer of that band and songwriter was Aaron Barker. Aaron Barker wrote Baby Blue for George Strait, Love Without End.
Oh, wow.
Some pretty big hits. He's also the voice of the Bluebell ice cream commercial when you hear that on TV.
Oh, wow.
Or the radio. Yeah, so when you hear that Bluebell ice cream commercial, that's Aaron Barker. I also have a commercial that's out there.
You do?
Yeah, the Dairy Queen commercials.
The Dairy Queen?
Yes, I'll play it for you all here in a little bit.
I would love to hear that.
They only use like 3 seconds of the song, so that's the only part anybody knows. But I'll play the whole song for you.
Oh man, I would love that. Yeah. That is just so cool. That's like a songwriter's dream to be able to accomplish something like that.
Well, I think the songwriter's dream would have been smart enough at the time to collect the royalties instead of taking the one-time payment. But I wasn't. I was young and stupid.
Well, we're letting the world know. We're schooling them.
If they give you the offer for, hey, we'll pay you $5,000 to use that, you'll say, I think I'd rather have the royalties, thank you.
Yeah. Well, look at Crazy. Willie sold that one for $50.
$50. Well, he needed the $50 at the time.
It's like at the moment kind of decision.
And I thought I was doing pretty well with the $5,000. I bought a couple of really nice guitars.
Okay.
So
you invested back into yourself. So you're not like a crazy musician that went and...
No, I'm not crazy musician.
Oh, you are? you did get part of it went to, you know, having a good time and enjoying yourself for the next couple weekends, and
Yeah.
you also invested
After I
in
got a couple of
guitars.
really nice guitars.
Oh, well, that's good. I like that. That shows some intelligence there for sure. So what local artists would you say that you are inspired by or have been?
Claude Bush Morgan. He's got a
Second
band.
person saying that.
He's been an inspiration to me for decades. I used to go follow them when he had the band The Blast, and then now he's got the Bandaholics,
Yeah.
and I go watch them whenever I can.
Oh.
It's one of my favorites. Ruben B, brilliant guitar player, songwriter, good singer, and Willow and Gage. I go for the guitar player guys.
Yeah.
Because I'm really into it. But I do like a lot of local guys. And we
so-
have good local guys.
Oh, we do, and that's why, I mean, this is my vision for this program is to kind of boost the original artist of San Antonio. I mean, I'm an original artist as well, and most places people will go to see cover bands mainly, and those are the bands that are making the money, you know. And so for me, if we can, you know, support original artists and get people to listen and buy their stuff, you know, hey, then I've done some good, you know,
Yeah.
for the community and San Antonio artists. And I know Sharon and Karen here at Fitzgerald's, they are supporters of original art music as well. Are people singing your songs now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, many other people. Over the years, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band has done one of mine. Johnny Lang has done one of mine. Local artist Joanne Garcia. She's got a song that's actually trending really pretty nicely on Spotify.
Oh.
So that came out last year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, so that was the next question. Where do we hear your stuff? How can we find you?
Well, you can buy it anywhere. You can go to iTunes or Amazon Music, or you can listen to it for free on YouTube, Spotify,
Right.
Pandora. It's everywhere.
Everywhere. Well, good. That's good to
Everywhere.
know.
Fun music is sold.
Do you have a web page or web?
Pretty much dealing out of Facebook right now.
Okay.
I'm going to create a YouTube channel eventually.
All right. Well, we'll be looking for you, and thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we want to thank Robot Monster for being our sponsor. They're located over there at 517 East Woodlawn. Robot Monster Guitars and Accessories. So please shop locally for your musical equipment and go there if you can, and support our local artists as well. Thank you for listening to San Antonio Frequency. And Bill, please, I would love to hear some of your stuff if you would be so kind.
I will be so kind.
Thank you.
I'll start off with this Dairy Queen song. It wasn't meant to be a commercial, folks. Not in the beginning. I was just happy to move down here from Massachusetts and not have to shovel snow anymore. And I started out by writing songs, the song about things I loved about Texas, and not so much about what I hated about not shoveling snow or shoveling snow. So I wrote down some things that I liked about Texas, and then I started writing this song, and I started seeing the girl up in North Texas, and I ended up marrying her, had 2 children with her. But it was a really, really tiny town in North Texas, and that's what spontaneously made me think of this line. I'll play it for you real quick. It goes like that. You got it? I'm living in this one-horse town. Never let it get me down. The road goes on as far as I can see. It takes me back where I like to be. The stars at night, the Friday night lights, and Dairy Queen on a Saturday night. They got the hottest women and the coldest beer. And that's what I like about Texas. And the miles just can't separate. For your love I drive across this big old state. And every little tri away. The stars at night, the Friday night lights, and Dairy Queen on the Saturday night. They got the hottest women and the coldest beer, and that's what I like about Texas. So you probably just heard that little part there. That's all they use for the for the commercial, is that. That's what I like about Texas, and then that's how that goes. So that's that song. It goes on and on, but I don't think you need to hear any more of it than that. I do belong to a songwriter group here in town, which is a lot of good songwriters in the group, and they do encourage us to write certain songs. So I was encouraged by my friend Claude Morgan to write a song about an inanimate object, like a lamp or a table or something. And I was, writer block, not able to come up with that. I had a little musical idea to do this, kind of like that. So the day came around for us to do the songwriter group song, and I didn't have any lyrics yet. So I was driving there on the way, and it occurred to me that every time I sat down on my couch, I'd fall asleep. And I would blame that couch for the fact that I did not have a song that Monday. And so I started writing this idea down, and it came out pretty good. So I'll play it for you. It's called My Magic Couch. Well, there's something about this wrinkled leather. The dog would sleep here if I let her. And it's old and worn, and so is she. But it's green and soft and decades old. Came from a good home, I'm told. But it's got the power to set me free. 'Cause it's my magic couch, and it takes me away. I get here every day, and soon I'm worlds away. 'Cause it's my magic couch, and there is no doubt I can't live without my magic couch. Well, I guess I could go to bed, but there's a pillow here for my head. The TV's on, it helps me go to sleep. And it's miraculous how it works, 'cause I'm wide awake and my back hurts. A minute here and my troubles all disappear. 'Cause it's my magic couch, and it takes me away. Oh, I get here every day, and soon I'm worlds away. 'Cause it's my magic couch, and there is no doubt I can't live without my magic couch. Oh no, I just can't live without my magic couch. That's my magic couch. Hey, there's people out there, folks. I can't see you, but hey, I'll take this last one. This next song is a song that's actually done fairly well for me. A couple of different artists have recorded it. A lot of people ask me what inspires me to write a song, and it can be a bunch of different things. This one was from a stupid movie I watched late at night. I'll give you a quick synopsis of the movie. A rich guy in New York City meets a girl in a bar, immediately asks her to go to Hawaii. And she's like, okay. So girl goes to Hawaii with guy. They're partying, having a great time, drinking champagne in the hotel. She's living it up, and suddenly he just gets down on his knee and pulls out a ring to ask her to marry him. I mean, you know, I think they're pretty well strangers at this point, but maybe it was a love at first sight thing for him. I don't know. I didn't really care. It was kind of a stupid movie. And she realizes this guy is probably psycho, throws the ring in the champagne glass and leaves. The next morning, he's waking up with the sun in his eye, and all the champagne bottles are empty in the room, and the only champagne left in the room is, yeah, you guessed it, the champagne left in the glass that she threw the ring in. So that's where the song starts. I thought it was appropriate to start it like this. There we go. Miles away, yet the sun barked through the trees. It's morning, a little too soon. Champagne bottles faded away, I won't let it go to waste. This morning I'll just add juice. Mimosa Morning, she left with no warning, through the ring in the glass. No answer to what I'd asked. Mimosa Morning, the sun is dawning on what should have been, and the love we made will never be again. Well, this suitcase is gone, but this room is nice. Hawaii is truly a paradise, but I'm thinking it's getting late. Check out time is come and gone. Maybe I should put my swimsuit on and go down to the beach. Mimosa Morning, she left with no warning, through the ring in the glass. No answer to what I'd asked. Mimosa Morning, the sun is dawning on what should have been, and the love we made will never be again. But the water's nice out here in paradise, and the sun is warm, even though she is gone. Mimosa Morning, with no warning, but through the rain and the glass. No answer to what I'd ask. Mimosa Morning, the sun is dawning on what should have been, and the love we made will never be again. I'll do one for my daughter. I have a 30-year-old daughter that just recently had her first child, and he will be 1 year old in December. So this song was a few, 3 or 4 years ago. She called me in the middle of the night, which is like 4 o'clock in the morning or so, and when your daughter calls at 4 o'clock in the morning, there's something desperately wrong. And when she said, "Dad, can I come over?" I knew it's definitely something wrong. And so I said, "Come on over." So she came over and we sat there, and made her a cup of coffee, and we sat there drinking coffee, and she started telling me what was up. I'm getting a divorce. I'm like, okay. Maybe we need more than coffee here. And I got my little pad. When she started talking, I'm starting to write this stuff down, what she's talking about. And she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey. This is going to be a song tomorrow." Because sometimes when people say things in a certain way, it hits you, you know. And as soon as she said, I said, "Well, how are you? How you doing?" And she said, "Well, I'm moving on, moving up." I was like, "Moving on, moving up." Write that down. That's right. I know it's bad to do that, but she always liked this song, so I'll play it for my daughter. Let the phone ring till it stopped, remembering when we last talked. I didn't see the point to talk again. I stared into my coffee cup. I thought about filling it up, but one should be enough for today. 'Cause I'm moving on and moving up, and my new place is a little rough. At least I don't wake up to see your face. But I don't know where things went wrong, but I know it won't take long. And I feel that my heart is on the mend, and I will learn to love again. I learned a lot from my old man. That's me, by the way. He kind of made me who I am. The apple didn't have too far to fall. Sometimes I think I'm like my mama, but other times I think not at all. I know it's just like her to be. Moving on and moving up, place a little rough. At least I don't wake up to see your face. And I don't know what we went wrong, but I know it won't take long. I feel that my heart is on the mend, and I will learn to love again. 'Cause I'm moving on and moving on, moving on and moving on. I'm moving on and moving on. There you go. That's my daughter Leslie. Thank you all for having me up. here, San Antonio Frequency. You got to check out that podcast. It's brilliant. Sarah, thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and sharing your wonderful music with us. And you will be playing this Tuesday?
I will be playing Tuesday with my band right here at
Fitzgerald's. Okay, y'all come out on a Tuesday night. The weather's getting cooler, so we need to enjoy each other and be merry and enjoy some good music. So try to come out, and thank you, Bill, for coming and playing on the show. We really appreciate it.
Okay.
And Fitzgerald's is doing a Toys for Tots here for the Marines. So if you have some gifts, please bring some and put them in the beautiful box that we have displayed here by the front door. And thanks to Jim for doing sound, Karen and Sharon here at Fitzgerald. So please tune in a little bit. We'll have Sierra Lynn coming up next. Thank you.